Hello, friends and enemies. My name is Ginger Deity, and I've been asked this question quite a bit. I've been asked for art advice a few times, and I'm going to give better advice than I gave before. I was like, hey, so the first one I've ever received was an anonymous question off of Tumblr. Tumblr, yep. Is I really need some advice from you regarding art. I really want to post art of OCs and original universes, and I rarely get blogs or proper notes for from my hard work on art, and it kind of is hurting my self-esteem for some reason. And I do encourage the idea of, posting art of your OCs and posting art of your original universes because honestly, that's what I do. I already post OCs, I already post my original universes, I rarely post anything fandoms because there's like a very few that I like still, and a lot of them are dead. Yeah. But it's just like, Tumblr, because like, I've got another one. Is I just want to get attention for my art and to get notes. No one seems to give a damn what I do, but at the same time, I just feel like I'm being some selfish little parasite for wanting some notice on something I've worked so hard on, and I have no idea what to do. It's keeping me from drawing because of that. I'm trying to keep a draw for yourself mentality, but that only gets anyone so far. And you are right, because honestly, that is the only thing that I use to make myself draw, and it doesn't always work. I mean, I mostly, majority of the time, am drawing for myself, and then I'm drawing for other people. And, you both have a right to feel disheartened. You both have a right to feel kind of miserable about this, but it's just a definite thing of trying to get notice and appreciation on Tumblr is like trying to get help in the middle of the ocean during a crazy bad storm, and you're not always going to get help, and if you do, it's not always going to be the best. And sometimes it is. Sometimes it is, and it's great and wonderful. But then you're back at sea again with the same damn problem over something entirely different. And honestly, it sucks. It absolutely sucks. It is the worst thing trying to get notes and appreciation for artwork that you do, especially if you're doing artwork and putting it on Tumblr. Like, just Tumblr in general is where a lot of artists go to drown. Because, oh my god, you're not likely to get above 5, and sometimes you get less than that. This is my highest amount of notes that I have ever gotten in my entire life on artwork that was my artwork was, I think, 30, and about half of that was all my reblogs. I don't reblog my art often anymore. I literally reblog it like twice, and if nobody sees it, I don't care. I'm on to the next thing. And the keep drawing for yourself mentality is not always the most motivating. It is the hardest one to even get you motivated sometimes, because no, you don't want to do it because you're disheartened, and it's kind of hard. And honestly, advice that I have may not be the one that you want. And I will say this now. it's not going to be great. But I'm using this off of what I can tell you from my experience with Tumblr and then my experience with real people, and I've had some really shitty people in my life. It was wonderful growing up. I moved in often enough it didn't really bother me that much after a while. But anyway, you're gonna have to find, like, first of all, you're gonna have to find something you love. It can be whatever you want, real, fictional, off the top of your head, make believe, anything you want. It has to be something that you love. And then draw it. Doesn't matter if you don't have energy for it, draw a circle. And then try to draw off of that. Anything. Just draw what you love. Draw till you're proud of it. And then draw another thing of it. And then draw some more of it. And just kind of keep off the idea of posting it on anything. Don't post it on Tumblr, really, in my opinion, but if you get popular, then go ahead. But honestly, save it for a site that is more suited, and my best guess is like Instagram and DeviantArt, to which also makes me mildly shrug because I get like nothing on either of those two. My best experience with any kind of appreciation for artwork that I have done has basically just been YouTube. I am literally more appreciated on YouTube, and that's also barely true because I'm pretty sure that, like, half of what I put up is not that great. But post it to something more suited after a while. Now, number 2, for the person who is feeling most miserable about doing art, give yourself a break. Doesn't matter how long you want it, week, month, 3 months, whatever. Give yourself a break. You need to recover from this. And it's like, I give this advice because, not from a Tumblr experience, I actually give this advice, I mean, like, I did it for Tumblr a few times, but more so because I'm gonna go to a point back when I was in high school, back when I was doing my senior portfolio to try to get into a good art college, to which I never got into an art college because both failed and portfolio never got sorted. Now, I will say, I actually finished my portfolio. We were expected to have 24 pieces, so, 2 and 4. We're supposed to have that done. Well, I had that done. And I had that done way before even halfway through the year was done. And I kind of just didn't. I went to drawing what I wanted to, and just, I told my teacher that I was done, and then I went straight to doing what I wanted to. And second semester comes around, and my teacher, she calls me up to her desk for a private talk, and she says to me, I haven't been checking your portfolio. And I kind of ask why, and she then announces, and I do say announce because her voice was loud enough to be counted as an inside voice to talk over people. I may be deaf, but I'm not that fucking deaf. And there were, my classroom was full of all these kids, and she called me to the desk. So the fact that she is announcing this to me, I've always hated your artwork, and I don't understand why you're still drawing. And I kind of like let that set in. That is the most devastating thing to say to anyone, especially if you're a damn fucking teacher. Don't even care if she watches this. I'm calling you out on this. You're a damn horrible teacher. I was devastated, so I took a week off of drawing. I didn't draw anything. I refused. because it was just like, well, she hated it, so everyone else hates it. And, you know, after that week, I took another week off. And that other week turned into a month. And that month turned into 2 months. And that month almost turned into 3, but then I started drawing again. I needed time, and when that time of recovery happened, I still didn't want to fucking draw. I did not want to pick up a pencil. I didn't even want to even understand the concept that paper existed. But I was in high school, so of course I had to acknowledge that paper existed and that pencils existed, and that I'd have to look at something that was drawn at some point. And just it took me a while, and like this class was, I think she was my 3rd period class, so I literally had to go through her class to go through other classes, and it took me a while, but I started drawing again, and I absolutely refused to draw in her class, and I absolutely refused to draw in my study class, because my study class also had her as the teacher watching, because whatever reason they wanted to torture me or something. It's kind of a mean reason. Whatever, I don't care. But, you know, you need to give yourself a break to recover. You need that break. You need that recovery time. You need to collect yourself and manage. I give myself breaks randomly sometimes anyway. And number 3, watch speed paints. Watch art tutorials. Not because you need help with your artwork. Just watch them. You'll get inspired. Or you'll kind of go, oh, I never thought about doing that. Just watch them. They are actually quite helpful. You don't even need to watch them to make yourself feel bad. It's just watch them to give yourself something nice to watch. And if you don't want to watch speed paints and art tutorials, watch kitten, puppy videos, watch your favorite people, because some of the time they're way more encouraging than I am. They're definitely more encouraging than I am at this point, I guess. But it's like, watch your favorite people. Sometimes their encouragement is going to be better than anyone else's, and I do mean this because, like, hell, I watch Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, Superwoman, Suzy. Those people, I actually greatly admire, and oh my god, do they encourage me to do things. I mean, I even end up having to watch some of their videos just to get over a bad mood, which actually is really hard to get over a bad mood, but at least with the 2 Let's Players, you hearing them scream over something menial, it's hilarious in its own right. But you need to watch something that makes you feel better. And honestly, watch Daniel Howell, Amazing Phil, Dominix. Anyone who makes you feel better. Just watch them. If anything, just watch something that will make you feel better. And number 4, absolutely, you are not a selfish parasite, nor are you pathetic for being disheartened or hurt by the idea of not getting any notes. Tumblr is such a shitty site for getting anything that I'm surprised I'm still on it sometimes. But, like, I get there. I get the same feeling. I understand that it hurts. It hurts so much not to get appreciation for what you've done. And honestly, I haven't posted art on Tumblr for days. I don't even remember the last time I posted art to it. I mean, technically I posted art today, but that was more or less linking to the site to show that I am making a video game. But that is for another video to discuss. But I am right now drawing for myself, drawing for a game, and drawing some stuff that I owe someone over commissions because I held their artwork hostage because I was going to college and AC was dead, a bunch of other things. And my computer crashed, and my laptop died. I wanted to kill the world at that point, but other than that, you're not pathetic for this. And if anything, I have to say, keep doing what you're doing. Artwork is great. Artwork is hard work to do, and it really does suck to not get appreciation, but keep doing it. If you love doing it and it makes you happy, keep doing it. Make your own seas, make your own original universes, make story for them, make them beautiful, make them how you want them. Just keep at your artwork. Now, I also have to recognize that if it is making you unhappy, and I do mean legitimately unhappy, stop doing it. Just stop. Making yourself unhappy is not worth anything. It's not worth the notes. It's not worth the likes or appreciation. If it legitimately crushes your soul to just makes you want to implode, rip apart, stop doing it. Find something else. Pick up, do something else. If you still love art, there's many things to do with art. I mean, you can go into cooking. That's still an art form. I have to say, the entire world is art. And if anyone tells you you can't get paid for art and that is the reason why you feel miserable, legitimately they're stupid as hell, because god fucking damn it, even math is art. It's logical, but it's art. Like, you use it for architecture. Well, if we didn't have art in the world, we wouldn't have buildings, we wouldn't have computers, we wouldn't have food, we wouldn't have anything. There's just different kinds of art. There's logical, and then there's, more creative, and things like that. If we didn't have art, we'll basically not even be black speck. That would be too artistic for it. Art is everywhere. And if drawing, painting, digital, chalk, charcoal, oils, even water pencil, anything to do with drawing, painting, things like that, if that makes you unhappy, you should stop. Find something that does, and work with that, and continue pressing on that, because it's your happiness first before anything else. And in all honesty, this might not be the advice you want to hear, but again, find something you love, draw it until you're too damn fucking proud of it that you have to draw it more. Keep it to yourself for a while. 2, give yourself a break, because hell, pressuring yourself especially when you're feeling miserable, it's not worth it. 3, watch something that makes you happy, or even just encourages you in general. And 4, you're not selfish or pathetic for being upset about notes. I mean, hell, Tumblr is still pretty shitty, and I'm going to continue repeating that Tumblr is shit for artists. And I can say that because I barely get anything of notes myself, despite what people seem to think, because I'm gonna have to say 10 is not impressive. Never will be. But keep doing it. Keep doing what makes you happy. Make your OCs, make your own universes, make everything, because you're amazing for doing that. You're amazing for being creative, and no one can tell you different. because it's amazing work and it's yours. It is your work. It is something you made, and no one can take that away from you. Now, I don't have much else to say, so I will see you in the next video. Bye.